Hey guys, Mars Noob Stop out with the Gravity Project here, and this video is going to be on some super easy feats for you Xbox and PlayStation players that are new to the game to pick up and get some extra skill points out of. So the first category I want to talk about is styles. There is a ridiculous amount of feats and skill points that come through your styles tab, and there's so many ways to accumulate those feats and get them done. So I'm going to show you all the locations in the Hall of Doom and Watchtower to get some really easy styles. Some of them only require that you only have marks, and some of them require that you only have just like cash, like, you know, in-game currency. And there's super easy styles to get. Some of them are obviously much more attractive than others, but you're going to want to pick up these styles regardless, just for the sake of getting these feats done. So first I'm going to show you Vending Unit 22 and Vending Unit 00, which are in the pit of the Hall of Doom. And they give you like DLC styles and all that kind of stuff. So Vending Unit 22 is actually like super pricey. I wouldn't necessarily suggest getting your styles from him unless it's a last resort, like you're almost done completing a style set and you just need one style, and so then it may be worth squeezing out that 70 marks for it. Vending Unit 00 didn't show me anything there because I actually have all the styles that he has to offer, so I'm not able to purchase anything from him. But in the middle, I guess, level of the Hall of Doom, there's all these monitor kind of looking things, all these consoles that you can speak with, and they're vendors, and these vendors provide a crazy amount, like a ridiculous amount of the styles in the game. And there has to be like 200 plus styles. Like just going through and buying all this stuff will give you an absurd amount of feats. Like this alone is a great amount of skill points. So by going to these consoles and then also some of the vendors in the nightclubs, you can complete a fair amount of the theme style sets and just give your character a kind of nice amount of stuff to work with, and then give yourself, you know, a good amount of styles to kind of play with and customize your character. And so the styles that are incorporated into getting these feats are not actually just like gear styles, it's also emblems, hairstyles, weapon styles, like literally anything that you can think of. Anything that you can equip and has a style counts towards your styles. So it's a really good outlet for getting, I guess, a good amount of skill points. And completing those style sets is kind of rewarding in the sense that you're not only getting that feat, but you're also getting a style that can make your character look more powerful. So that's pretty cool. So these are pretty much all the Hall of Doom locations. I showed you where to get the just cash styles, where to get the mark styles, and then where to get the hairstyles and the emblems and all that other little stuff. So now I'm going to show you guys the Hall of Doom. The Watchtower. And I hate navigating the Watchtower, which is why I generally make villain characters like solely for that reason. But in between like the meta and the magic area, in this like garden-ish area, Vending Unit 00, the hairstylist, and Vending Unit 22 are available. So if you can make your way over to that area and then check out those vendors, you can pick up those same styles that I showed you in the Hall of Doom, get some of those style sets done, and you know, be rewarded your super cool styles and feats. So yeah, that's pretty much that. Like I said, the Watchtower is kind of confusing, so I can't give you the best navigation tips, but you should be able to make your way there. Alright, so next, if you go from like the central hub, like where you would start out, where you would spawn in, down to the war room. The war room has all of the style vendors that are just cash, like they're strictly in-game currency, and there's also like the tokens of merit vendor, but I will get into all of that stuff later. So the strictly cash styles down here, it's these like 3 or 4 consoles, and you're just gonna wanna run up, buy everything that says you have not collected the style, and be on your merry way. And I know having the cash to buy these things may be difficult for you Xbox players, but you know, each mission should give you $1,000 or so to work with, and just you know, work on getting the styles a little at a time. Alright, so next off is Tokens of Merit. Tokens of Merit has a ridiculous amount of feats, and it's just super easy. Like that's all I can say. It's just super easy. So the way you go about getting tokens of merit is you're gonna want to do older content that's not relevant to your combat rating. So if you're like T5 or 6, you're gonna want to go back and do like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 stuff. And once you get those done, you'll get tokens of merit badges, and you're gonna want to equip them in your consumable spot and just pop them away, and that'll give you a crazy amount of feats. It's super easy. It's basically just getting rewarded for completing instances that aren't relevant to you, and it's a good outlet to get some easy feats. Alright, so next off is raid feats. And raid feats generally aren't always easy because some of them requires you have a fairly good group. A lot of these raid feats in just the raids category are pretty easy, which is why I suggest these, but the raid feats that are in the episodes categories can be a little bit more challenging. And so most of the raid feats in this category are super easy. You can kind of get a friend who's kind of OP, or just get a group that you can work with and just try to complete these raids in under the allotted time, which is really easy. Like, they give you an absurd amount of time, like an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes to complete these things that at this point are only taking 10-15 minutes, even with groups that aren't so great. So definitely work on those speed feats, try to get those raids done. I highly suggest the fortress raids, like the Sunstone Matrix, the Power Core, and all that. And yeah, work on getting those done. So check out your episodes and see if there's any like speed feats or just easy feats to get done there. And yeah, that's raids. So next up is Legends PvE. And Legends PvE feats are super easy to get. It's just that there's kind of a precursor, and that is that you had to have done some PvP in order to get some of these PvP characters to complete the Legends PvE missions. But you can actually complete a lot of Legends PvE feats with just the characters that you're given, which would be Harley Quinn and Batman, or I think Batman and Robin. And so you can complete like the speed feats and a lot of the exploration feats. So if you haven't explored a lot of these alerts in just the normal exploration tab, you can get those done. You can explore like raids, like if you do Nexus and Wave, even though there's no exploration feats in there. But like little stuff, there's a lot of easy feats to get from Legends PvE, regardless if you've done PvP or not. And so you should be able to milk a lot of feats out of these 5 categories that I've given you. Hopefully this list helped a lot. I'm Mars, the noob sidebot with the Gravity Project. Like, comment, rate, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.